Life has a mysterious way of shifting when we least expect it. One day everything feels normal, and the next day certain people begin to drift away from your world. Conversations become shorter, connections feel different, and the energy between you and someone you once felt close to slowly fades. At first, it feels confusing. You may question what went wrong or blame yourself for the distance that suddenly appeared. But many times, nothing actually went wrong. Life simply moves people in different directions when your soul begins to evolve. Growth often starts with subtle changes around you. The universe gently begins rearranging your environment so that your spirit can expand into something greater. When someone leaves your life, the first emotion that usually appears is sadness. It can feel like you lost something valuable. But with time and reflection, many people realize that not every goodbye is truly a loss. Some departures are actually hidden blessings. The universe sometimes removes people who can no longer grow with you. Their role in your journey may have already been completed. Just like seasons change in nature, relationships also move through cycles. Some people enter your life to teach you lessons, some come to support you for a while, and some quietly disappear once their purpose is fulfilled. When you begin to understand this, you stop seeing every ending as a tragedy. Instead, you begin to see it as part of the natural rhythm of life. Growth does not always feel exciting. Sometimes it feels lonely and uncomfortable. As your soul begins to expand, your mindset changes, your priorities shift, and the things that once felt normal may no longer resonate with you. The universe starts guiding you toward deeper awareness and stronger inner peace. During this phase, certain relationships naturally begin to fade. Not because anyone is wrong, but because your energy is changing. When your soul evolves, it seeks environments and people that match your new level of understanding. This transformation can feel confusing at first, but it is often a powerful sign that your inner world is growing beyond its old boundaries. There was once a young traveler who carried a heavy bag everywhere he went. Inside that bag were objects from people he had met throughout his life. Some were gifts, some were memories, and some were simply things he held onto because he was afraid to let them go. As the traveler continued his journey, the bag became heavier and heavier. One day he met an old guide who told him something simple yet powerful. The guide said, "If you want to walk further, you must release what is no longer meant to travel with you." The traveler hesitated at first, but slowly he began removing items from the bag. With each thing he released, his steps became lighter. Eventually he realized that the path ahead was not meant to be walked with the weight of the past. In the same way, life sometimes removes people so your journey can continue with freedom. When the universe removes certain people from your life, it is often creating space for something new. Just like a room must be cleared before new furniture can be placed, your life sometimes needs emotional space for new experiences and healthier connections. Holding on to relationships that no longer align with your spirit can block the arrival of people who truly understand you. The universe knows the paths you are meant to walk and the souls you are meant to meet. Sometimes the process begins by clearing away what no longer supports your growth. At first this space may feel empty, but soon it becomes a place where new possibilities begin to appear. One of the hardest lessons in life is learning to trust the timing of the universe. Humans often want immediate answers. We want to understand why things happen exactly when they happen. But life rarely reveals its full meaning in the moment of change. Sometimes the answers come months or even years later. Looking back, many people realize that certain endings protected them from paths that were not meant for them. What once felt like a painful loss later reveals itself as an important redirection. Trusting this timing requires patience, but it also brings peace. When you trust the process, you stop fighting every change and begin allowing life to guide you forward. Being alone after losing certain connections can feel uncomfortable at first. But solitude often becomes the place where your true strength begins to grow. When there are fewer distractions around you, you start hearing your inner voice more clearly. You begin understanding yourself on a deeper level. The silence that once felt empty slowly becomes peaceful. In that quiet space, your confidence grows and your awareness expands. Many people discover their purpose only after periods of loneliness. The universe sometimes creates this space so you can reconnect with the most important relationship of all, the one you have with yourself. A gardener once noticed that one of his plants was not growing properly because it was surrounded by weeds. At first he hesitated to remove them, because the garden looked fuller with everything together. But eventually he understood that the weeds were taking away the nutrients the plant needed. So he carefully cleared the space around it. In the following weeks, the plant began to grow stronger and healthier than before. In the same way, the universe sometimes clears certain influences from your life so your soul can receive the energy it truly needs. What may feel like a painful removal is often an act of protection and growth. Once you accept that some people are no longer part of your journey, life begins to reveal new paths. New friendships appear, new opportunities arise, and your perspective on life becomes clearer. The experiences that once hurt you slowly transform into wisdom. You begin understanding that every chapter of your life served a purpose, even the difficult ones. The universe is constantly guiding you toward the version of yourself that is stronger, wiser, and more aware. Each ending quietly prepares you for the beginning that follows. Eventually there comes a moment when everything begins to make sense. The people who left, the changes that felt sudden, and the loneliness that once felt heavy all become part of a larger story. You realize that your journey was never about holding on to everyone forever. It was about growing into the person you were meant to become. The universe did not remove people to hurt you. It did so to guide you toward your true path. When you finally understand this, a deep sense of peace enters your heart. You stop resisting change and begin trusting that every step of your journey is leading you exactly where you are meant to be.